Okay, right. I'm actually back on the air. I'm back from hospital. Just got to wait for my game to catch up. Okay. Right, for those of you who don't know what happened, on the Tuesday, not last week, the week before, I was in the process of securing my load for transport down to Birmingham, and I fell off the bed, landed on the floor, and broke my hip right at the top by the femur, right at the top of the femur. It goes into the pelvis. A neck of femur injury. On a pain level of 1 to 10, it was off the scale. So they took me into hospital on the Tuesday. I was operated on the Wednesday. And I was discharged on the following Friday. Still got a few rounds of physio to go through. But I was given a pair of elbow crutches. Still. To use. Because getting up and downstairs, I could not go leg over leg. It was just too painful. It was leg following leg. Then gradually, as I've got up on advert brakes, I've slowly started to loosen up. I'm in a little bit of discomfort right now. Part from the fact that looks like my leg looks like somebody's attacked me with a nail gun. We need to get deal with this guy's wound. That'll do. And as you run my hand over the dressing, I can feel it's just like a washboard each of the staples is. So my run today will be probably about 1,000 kilometers. That's about it. Because what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna head to Europort, catch the boat to Bilbao, and run down through Spain. I'm not gonna drive through France because that will be a little bit too uncomfortable if I'm sat there for too long. Now, you're also probably well aware that I'm also doing a model railways. Some of my subscribers and new followers have come across from the Jenny Kirk Model Railway Monday Club. And I did enter a competition. I'm thinking, I'm not going to win it. I'll enter it anyway. Make the odds a bit different, like. Next thing you know, at the end of the bloody morning club, my name was pulled out of the hat. So I've actually won. So I want a steam locomotive. Double O cage. Which is very nice. That's a Bachmann ROD 280. And it's a lovely, smooth running, really quiet. Now, not just quiet, it's like that. So I took it to the railway club last night. Bit of a mistake, I'll grant you, because I thought my car got really soft suspension. It's a Toyota Corolla, it's relatively comfortable. Soft suspension? Nah. No. It was bloody awful. Although most of that is the fact that every bump I went over, it was jiggering me around. I can feel it. However, I put this locomotive on the track and coupled it up to one of the club members' Mark 1 coaches and let it run. And nice and quiet. I'm sitting down on the outside of the layout, watching it go by. Take some photos as it goes around the track. Now, I'm not one of these people who lets it zoom around the track. I do nice and slowly. Typical speed. And I sees it go into the tunnel. I was like, can't hear me train. Can't hear it. Where is it? It's still moving. Yep. Slowly, but it's still moving. Knocks it up a notch. Finally comes out of the tunnel and comes on. All I can hear is the Mark 1 coaches rattling along the track. Couldn't hear the engine. It's quieter. Yeah. Imagine being how quiet you've got to be if you are a Celtic fan at the Rangers end of a Celtic Rangers match on Cup final day. It's quieter than that. It would be quieter than that Celtic fan who's at the wrong end. Yeah. Makes a churchyard mouse seem really, really loud. No gear whine, no gear rumble, nothing. It just quietly gets on with the job of being a model railway locomotive. It doesn't matter if it stood still or going down the track, its volume just does not seem to change. If only my N-gauge stuff was like that. Although, she's not a fast locomotive by any standards. But at the end of the day, it's got small wheels, it's a freight locomotive. It's designed for pulling things, not, pulling lots of things, rather than a few coaches going hell for leather up the main line. Sort of thing that would pull ammunition trains around. And there's a few of them knocking about still, mainly in Australia where the climate's a bit better for these things. Ow. I've just moved slightly, I've just felt a slight twinge. I've just updated my game to 1.47, which means I've not got ROEX on yet, I've not put Rustmap on yet, I've not put Road to Asia on yet. I'm not really bothering with Great Steps for now. So right now I need to catch the ferry. How long have I got? 67 hours. Okie dokie. whilst I was in hospital, everybody I've heard on the radio berate our NHS. Oh, they're slow for this. Oh, they're slow for that. Oh, the nurses are awful. The what's-its are awful. You know, the doctors are awful. Nobody cares. You're always waiting. What hospital do you go to? Yes, the NHS does lack resources compared to some of the private sector healthcare, but it's free at the point of use for people who've got, like me, do not have healthcare insurance. Hello, welcome back, welcome to my channel. Because I live in the UK, because we've got a National Health Service, I don't need the extra expense of healthcare insurance. The NHS provides all, and the NHS does it quite simply, absolutely brilliantly. They are fantastic. You know, and the care I received off the medical staff, second to none. I've got no issues with them whatsoever. Yeah, okay, the food could have been a bit better. Yeah. And the portions, I would have loved to be about twice the size of what they are. Yeah. They said that the ambulance might take 4 hours to get to me. That was at 7:15 in the morning when I fell off the truck on the Tuesday. By 7:15, I'm in the ambulance. And I've heard on the radio horror stories about being stuck on a bloody back of an ambulance for God knows how long, waiting to be dealt with. Yeah, okay, I was waiting in the back of the ambulance, but not that long. Yeah, and by the time he gets me into the hospital, wheels me in, gets me to the X-ray, gives me an X-ray on my hip, where they'd indeed found that I'd broken it right at the very top. Yeah, and that's what was causing a lot of my pain, because my hip was in 2 pieces. Maybe a little, may have some additional bone fragments in as well. But so they kept me mildly sedated because I wasn't in any pain. I wasn't in immediate danger. I wasn't going to drop dead. I wasn't gushing blood everywhere, because you're able to see that, when they removed my jeans, they said, "You were going to cut my jeans off." I said, no, these don't. I'll just undo the belts and just pull them, and off the game. Don't cut my jeans, for God's sake. I'll have nothing to put on. But they had to cut my jacket off just to make it a little bit easier to get the blood pressure monitoring on my heart rate. Yeah, my heart rate was a little bit abnormal. And they found a slight arrhythmia, but yeah, the arrhythmia as well. It was very, very slight. Nothing to cause concern. I hadn't even known about it. You know. Well, yeah, so enough. You know. So that was on the, I think it was on the 3-pin with the 3 electrodes. So they put me on the 12-pin, and it was a 99% normal heartbeat given the circumstances. That was in the ambulance, so they made a note of that. Obviously, you were able to see what my leg was like in terms of swelling. Yeah, there was some swelling there caused by the body doing its best to try and protect my hip to ensure that I recover. But there's no redness there that would indicate blood just gushing out of arteries. That didn't happen. Damn lucky, really. So they decided that, you know, they'll keep me relatively on painkillers, so they duffed me up with morphine. Good stuff, that morphine. Yeah. Don't know how much of that, but I think it gave me a fair bit, because I was in a lot of pain. And then obviously because of the X-rays, the surgeons looked at the X-rays, and I say on the Wednesday, on the Tuesday evening, I was told no food or drink. We're gonna starve you. Gee, thanks, that's fuck all to me. Well, the reason why they starve you is so that the anaesthetic is not going to be absorbed by food. It has more of an effect. Because obviously, if you drink beer on an empty stomach, you get pissed a lot quicker. Yeah. Because there's nothing there to absorb the alcohol. Well, the same sort of thing applies to anaesthetic. And so they wheeled me into the anaesthesia room just before the go into the operating theatre. Am I allergic to anything, says my Nigerian doctor. Yes, I said. Falling onto a concrete floor, I'm allergic to that. Much laughter. Are you allergic to penicillin? Don't know, never had it. Okay. Are you allergic to this? Don't know, never had that. So, yeah, as far as I'm aware, I've got no allergies. That's as far as I'm aware. Because I've never really been to hospital, I've not been cut open or out before, apart from a tonsillitis operation many years ago. You know, I was in like 1st or 2nd grade primary school. They give me an epidural. That were good. That were almost as good as the morphine and the gas and air. Yeah. And wheeled me into the operating table. I was able to look up and look around the table, you know, see what was going on. Hey, Jasmine, camera, watch what you're doing. No. Bugger. They did not have a camera to watch the operation, which bit of a shame, really. I would have found that quite interesting. About an hour and a half later, I came out of the hospital, and I got a tape bandage on my side. And gradually the numbness started to return, and to give us like little little paper cardboard bottles to pee into. That's okay. when the valve to when that department isn't done with anaesthetic, they work perfectly fine. However, because of the epidural, could I piss? Could I fuckers like piss? I can feel myself wanting to go, but nah, you're not gonna go. And my bladder just filling up, filling up, filling up. And gradually, the sensation that to want to pee was getting more. So I'm like, I'm trying to pee, it's like, pee doesn't want to come. So, you were going to give me an epidural, not an epidural, like a catheter thing, sorry. Oh dear. I goes, let's see if I can first. So, closes, asks the nurse to pull the screens around, leads over, swings me leg over the edge of the bed. He goes, your hip won't like that. He goes, I'll be alright. I'll just lower the bed down till my feet is on the floor. Yeah. So it's straight down, and I'm in a more natural position to pee. Holds it, so gets me tackle out, puts it in the bottle. Come on, you bastard, piss. For fuck's sake, come on, fucking piss. Come on, piss, you bastard, piss. Dribble, dribble. Ah. It was only 250 millilitres, but God, it felt good. And half an hour later, I'm like, there's another bit coming out. Finally, sensation is coming back to that department. Still couldn't feel my leg. And I'm trying to do my leg exercises, and my leg wasn't playing ball. It was still numb from the epidural, wasn't it? Yeah. Gradually, feeling there started to return. Finally, I can feel my leg, I can move my leg. It's a bit stiff, but I can fucking move it. Then the physio team came round and started to help me. Gives me a Zimmer frame as well. Really? That ain't not going to work around the house. So they give me a pair of crutches. That's better. And gradually I was able to get used to being on my feet. Every opportunity I can take, I'll walk up, I'll walk to the toilet. I just want to go to the toilet, so it's use the bottle. No, I want to walk. I've been lying in the bed for 3 days, sorry, I want to walk. Okay, just take it easy. And finally, I get so they discharged me on the Friday. It took them longer to get me out of the hospital than it did to get me in. Because it took them about 5.5 hours to get me a bed. That's including the ambulance, the triage, the x-rays. I think I was all told, I think I was actually sitting on the corridor for about 2 hours. So I get home on the Friday night, and yeah, I was a little bit stiff, having to use my elbow crutches. But gradually, I've started, I took it right. Every time there's a advert break on the TV, I'll get up, I'll walk around, which is what I did. And gradually, that and working my leg to the plan, I've loosened up. And about sometime this way, the physio came down. Sees me, see how I'm getting on. Took me a walk around the block with by this time I'm down to one elbow crutch, and Although that came out of necessity because I'm used to being in the front room or upstairs watching TV and having a cup of tea. I've got one next to me gaming keyboard now. And it was a bit difficult to carry a cup of tea and hold a crutch in each hand. Something had to go! Yeah, so there goes the crutch. I carried one upstairs, leaves one upstairs, then leaves one downstairs, and transiting between the two. And obviously the physio nurse comes. We're going to take on a little walk. Okay. Down to the corner of the street. Well, the corner of the street, well, the end of the street is right down the bottom there. That's just a crossroad. So he walks down to the corner. Crosses, turns right, walks down to the end of the road where Palmer's new store is. Turns right, walks up to the next junction, turns right again, walks along the top street, turns right, then walks back down to where I live, like, you know. And it was slow going. I wasn't rushing it. Periodically I'd stop to take a breather. Yeah. And it's like, she's now given me a walking stick as opposed to an elbow crutch. So I've been using that. But it's getting to the point now where, okay, I can't get upstairs with something in my hand, leg over leg. Or come down leg over leg whilst carrying something. But as long as I've got nothing in my hands, I can now do leg over leg on stairs going down. But a little bit slower pushing up off the handrails going upstairs. And they're coming tomorrow morning about 11 o'clock. I've had a call off Hugo at the Royal Stoke Hospital. He's the head of the physio unit. So he's going to be sending somebody down to me. And gradually, things are starting to click. I've got appointments in July, 6th of July, for the fracture clinic. 6th of July, I need to check that. 6th of something anyway. So I'll have to go to deal with the fracture clinic, where you'll probably take some more x-rays and what's it. But once I'm able to walk around and go to work, once I'm back at work, which is going to be about, hopefully it'll be in 6 weeks' time, I'm going to go to the blood bank, take a pint. Although the nurse has to come, I have a fear of needles, so the nurse comes down to inject me with Delta-Pari, which I've got to have for 28 days after the surgery, because Delta-Pari, it's not like, it's a blood thinner, it's not like warfarin, but it does a similar job, where its purpose is to prevent blood clots from forming. One injection a day for 28 days. Every time they come, they have a look at the dressing on the side of my leg. And that is still white. Although the first one I had, I rolled this was on the Wednesday, I rolled over onto my right hand side, trying to get comfortable. And the nurse on the ward sees that and was like, we need to change that dressing. I'm like, oh fuck. Okay, change the dressing. But on the whole, I am going the right way. Just that being in this seat for a 2,000 or 3,000 kilometre drive is not comfortable right now. About 1,000 kilometres is probably my limit. That's without getting up and walking around. Listen to anybody. Don't fall off your fucking truck. For God's sake. But on the plus side, my head never touched the floor. Everything, the entire force of the impact, the blunt force trauma was all taken up by my hip. Which means I am kind of lucky, I think. But also as well like to thank my neighbour for taking in all of my parcels whilst I was in hospital. I'd also like to thank you to my sister for looking after my lovely little dog whilst I was in hospital. But on my ward, in the bed next to me, there's a 60-year-old. Directly across in front of me was a 79-year-old, almost 80, who's had a stroke. And diagonally across from me was a 90-year-old. I was the youngest person by half, practically, yeah, on that ward. Either had actually suffered an old person's injury, although they usually get neck and femur injuries from basically tripping over gutters, what I mean, curbs and going down with bone fragility. Well, you get that when you're old. I had gravity and altitude to assist me with mine. I really don't recommend it. It really is not nice things that have happened to you. But I do hope I'm back at work after my fracture clinic appointment. Which is good. Which will be good. Yeah. I think then I've got a... actually, let me just quickly pause my game for a second. I want Firefox, not that. And I want that one there. Manage bookmarks. Sintra. There we are. Let that load up. Log in. Just gotta check my. Actually, no, it's not that. It's Cezanne I need. So I've also booked a right. Right, I need to check my absences for a moment. Calendars. Right, going off to July. I've actually got a holiday booked in July that week, which kind of clashes with my holiday, so I might actually reschedule that, I think. Because I'm off that weekend. I think I'm going to be off that weekend anyway. So, yeah, it's... Right, taking no days of sickness. Dude, I've been signed off for hospital. I'm taking no day. What's it for sickness? Okay, well that classifies. Ah dear. Okay. So with this route down to Madrid in Spain. Whoops. Down to Madrid in Spain. I'm heading down to Esbjerg. Because although this particular mod allows me to go... So I know heading down to Rotterdam. Although this particular trailer mod allows me to go all over the map as a double. Technically speaking, I'm not permitted to go through France. Even though this type of combination is legally usable in Holland, Germany, and Spain and Portugal. So I think tomorrow after the physio bin, I'm going to go down to the corner shop, get some supplies. Not these random bumps yet. Well, it might be classed as in the random road events, I think. Yeah, we head towards Bremen. Now, a friend of mine, who I've known from primary school, has also joined the company that I actually work for. And a few months ago I asked my line manager for an application form to explain the situation. A friend of mine was looking for work, like. And he wants to come to work for where I'm working. Have you got an application form? No, he says. We've got no vacancies right now, but speak to this recruitment agency. He gave me the recruitment agency details, so I did. Then the company I work for put vacancies out. I goes, you're advertising, apply. So he did. He's had an interview, and he starts full time on Monday. We've been doing work for a couple of days' work for one agency, like, as well. And I had a welfare call from my, not my line manager, but his boss. And I brought it up to see if we actually get an employee referral scheme. He's going to look into it. So if I can get a little bit of money from referring somebody to the company, even better. Woohoo! Yeah. Now we've not got too far to go on this particular one. I've got a checkpoint in 460 kilometers, basically Rotterdam. We are just crossing to Bremen at the moment. Oh crap, there's a bloody light missing off my bumper. Fuck. Let's go bug me now to get to the service station. Now, obviously, the normal subject for this is called Trucking Through Our Time. Well, one of the things I was going to stream about was Dambuster Strait. Well, that's kind of past now, so. But we have still got the situation going on over in Ukraine. And there have been various attacks on Russian soil now. Ukraine's like, it's not us, mate. It's not us, tovarищ. And Vladimir Putin is, what? Give me eyes on the road. Getting a little bit fucked over by his own side. This could very well be the end of Russia. There have been kamikaze drones attacking in Moscow. There's a group of Russians. They call them, I'm not quite sure what thing called Freedom for Russia, and they've turned on Vladimir Putin. Oh dear, Vlad. Oh dear. And unfortunately, this has happened before. Where the Russian dictator has caused made an order. And the alarm was the first time it happened was Tsar Nicholas II, which is what brought about the Russian Revolution. That was caused by a similar sort of edicts made by the Russian leader. Basically, history is now beginning to repeat itself in Russia. Oh dear. Oh dear. I'm struggling up this hill. So to alert people that I am slow and heavy, lumbering, put my hazard lights on as I use my foot to have a scratch on my foot, because it's still a little bit tight, a little bit uncomfortable putting my heel on the sofa. I just can't quite bend quite that far. Not without a little bit of discomfort. There we are. Yeah, and I'm all over the road at the moment because I'm concentrating on the scratch. Yeah, that's better. That's better. Now the hospital did actually give me some grippy socks. The other thing is they just barely come up to my ankles. But I am actually now, like I say, I'm glad to be out. I am improving, slowly but surely I'm getting better. The fact that I can actually do what I'm doing now is an improvement over 4 days ago. Well, yeah, going back to the news and Russia. This could very well be a difficult situation for Vladimir Putin, because this Russian Freedom Group, or whatever they call themselves, are demanding Russia pulls its troops out of Ukraine. Well, the head of Wagner is reported in, I think, The Sun. So, probably needs a bit of a fact check right now with that. That Russian troops have basically attacked him, well, his men. So there's certainly a power struggle going, but hell, we all know that the Earth is round. The Sun could tell me that the Earth is round and I wouldn't believe them. Because the Sun is full of bullshit usually. You can tell a blatant truth, and I have trouble believing it from that source. Of course the Earth is round. They can say that water is wet. Is it? I'll have to check that. And newspapers in Russia are heavily controlled by the state. Same with North Korea. I mean, hell, if the Kim Jong-un said, I want to tell everybody that Earth is flat. Anybody and you in North Korea goes, no, the Earth is not flat, it's round. Not quite that kind of level yet. But the Russian media is heading that way. They used to have a state-sponsored newspaper, and this newspaper was called Pravda. Pravda is Russian for truth. It wasn't very truthful. I wonder if there's a button for the turn on the adaptive cruise control. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's just go, because apparently adaptive cruise control now has been factored in. True stability drive shock source a bit. Uneven surface simulation. There we are. There we are. We have a slide for it. Rain sense, automatic retard gauge, automatic relative. There we are. So there is actually an adaptive cruise control. So what I will do, I'll close that off. And now let's have a look at keys and the buttons. See if there's a button for the adaptive cruise control. I'm going to guess it's going to be cruise control, increase cruise control regime. Adaptive cruise control mode. Options. There we are. So we'll turn that on. G underscore ACC. Right. Okay, it's set to that. Okie dokie. So now if I go to cycle my this has actually reset itself to 40 meters, which I don't mind. I did have it set at 50. Off is disabled, so that's 0. When Russian coups turn nasty, I mean, this is what happened to Mikhail Gorbachev at the end of his tenure, when he was bringing in Perestroika and Glasnost. The hardliners weren't happy. Yeah, Vladimir Putin, he's frightened of NATO. Why be frightened of us? We've not attacked you. You've attacked another nation, Vlad, and now people are seeing through the charade and are not very happy. Your legacy will not survive very long, Mr. Putin. Sorry, Vlad. Go fuck yourself. Once we get to Rotterdam and I'll pull up, I'm going to have a short break. There will be an intermission. Because I need to get up, I need to go downstairs, I need to stretch me hip out a bit. So I'll be gone for about 5-10 minutes. Because I am in a slight bit of discomfort here. I mean, the other day it felt like I was leaning against a bag of Legos. Okay, I'm not quite that bad yet, but I can feel it, and it's not comfortable. And my seat is stationary, it's not moving around. I think in a van or a truck, I think I will need it to bed in a little bit more before I start subjecting to 8 hours worth of dose forces. It was bad enough driving to the railway club in my car. I was half expecting not to be able to get out, but I was able to get out of my car. Rotterdam, Den Haag, The Hague. Trying to think now when I CCB. That's a blatant take off the BBC, that is. I've just discovered Rotterdam. Lovely. Kitty seems to be happy. Oh look, world, see my balls! Meow! My techie is fast asleep. James. Right. Hopefully there will still be a ferry to Spain. Yeah, Bilbao ferry. Right, I will leave that here for now, and I'll be back in about 5 minutes. Possibly 10. Right. Welcome to Spain. We have got 14 hours 34 minutes remaining on the window. It's about 580 kilometers to go. 7 hours 42 minutes remaining. We've just had a ferry trip. Right, so let's go. It's unlike the other day, sitting down the seat, which felt like I was sitting alongside a bag of Legos. It's not too bad tonight. I can see it's got to be a warm one tonight. But we got about 500 kilometers to go, so we'll crack on down through Spain. Anybody who denounces modern science is a lunatic. Because it's science that has got me back on my feet. Science. It works, bitches. Carrying 9 tons of cauliflower. Okay, not particularly heavy load. Okay, so I am now operations. I am there. We are going down through Zaragoza. That's a nice road, but that's a nice road. Andorra. Oh, finally we can get from Andorra into Spain. Yeehaw! And now there was... Where on earth has it gone? It's not there. There used to be a really squiggly road. Where the... I'm gonna Discord that. I think I might have to Discord that because I swear there used to be a road around here somewhere that had lots and lots of winding. No. It's there. I've found it. I've found it. I've found it. I've found it. There it is. There it is. That's fun with a double. That is fun. I'm looking up here. No, I was looking at the wrong part of bloody Spain. Right. Now, one of the other things I've noticed, Zaragoza, the pallet network that the company I work for is part of, whenever he sends stuff to Morocco and Spain, it always goes to Zaragoza. Always goes to Zaragoza. We have there must be a big parcel hub there. I've had South Korea, I've had Japan, I've had China, I've had stuff for Australia, stuff for the United States, not North Korea yet. That will be a first. we'll get down to our destination, and that will be it for tonight, I think. Because I want to take a short break from trucking for a bit, go downstairs, walk around, watch TV, and spend some time on my feet. I'll come back and do a few more. The first thing I'll do once I get back to work is order my vaccine. Trying to deal. Fuck! I broke my biscuit. Trying to get a biscuit, flick a biscuit out without breaking. I've snapped it in half. Oh god, that's a fucking screenshot and a half. That is. Wow. Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh, she may have looked at a bloody quarry that we can't see from down there. So let's put that there. Put that there. And open gallery. Roll the trucks. That one. My images. That's upload to all the trucks. Come on, wiki wiki. Okay. You gonna do anything? It's locked up. Is it loading up? Is it uploading to the motor trucks? I don't know. I think it locks up, so I'm gonna have to reopen my game. Damn. So it'll probably show up as crash detected. The game would just become unresponsive. which is never a good thing. Well, then once my staples come out, yeah, these got some staples together. I'm not stitched. I think I'll have a little bit more movement in my leg. But I'll have a lovely scar up it. Perhaps just get a tattoo of a zipper or something, where they cut me open. That'd be a laugh. Walking. I got cut open by a surgeon to put me hip back together. I just have a tattoo of a zipper. Run the length of my scar. You know, zip, zip. Cut here. Oh dear. Yeah, definitely don't recommend it. Right, let's. Oh, it didn't come up as a crash detected. So maybe that game has locked up and. Well, apparently we can actually buy cattle trailers now. We actually buy a cattle pot. Have they dealt with the... no, they still haven't dealt with the reflective tape issue yet. There's a issue with the tape. Okie dokie. Ownable gas tank. Right, let's see what we have. Livestock. That's an American style livestock trailer. That one is anyway. We don't have them like that here. They're more like that. And you definitely want to have stuff like that in the side. Now, 3 belly boxes for, what's it? Trailers like this as well. They also generally have a tank in the back, which does from time to time have to be emptied, because as you and I know, animals, they urinate, they defecate, and this all on these kind of trailers has to go somewhere. And usually it goes into a tank, which is held at the back of the vehicle. That's a half. Okay, it's not a brilliant life. It's not a brilliant cattle pot, but you know. I'm not quite sure why it needs that on the front, but you know, yeah, it'll do. Got 3 axles there. Let's see what paints there are. Okay. And you don't get your plethora of SCS paint jobs. Well, maybe you do. No, you don't. Well, yeah, that's probably about the best I can do with regards to a cattle pot. Oh, that's why it's fine. It's short on the other side. Ah, that makes sense now. They've left it clear because of the winding gear. That makes a lot of. Now I've stood back and looked at it. That makes sense because that's the side where the landing gear is on, so you can do away with that bit there. Righty ho. Okay, well that's that. Don't think I'll ever be using a cattle pot because I don't usually do livestock haulage. Let's have a look at the gas tank. Okay, it's a metal tube, 2 axles or 3 axles, and yeah, you get the multitude of paint jobs. Okay, and yeah, we're going to put those on there. Got the discharge pipes. there's not really a lot for this one. Oh, that's bleh. It's a bit meh. Stuntman. It's going okay, Alex. Oops. I've never seen a few over here. I thought they were an American thing. Seeing as you have them in Denmark, evidently not. Yeah, over here, cattle pots are generally step decked. However, for your information, we have got 430 kilometers to go. But yeah, I am in I'm not in pain, but I am in elevated levels of discomfort. Which is not good. But it's a lot better than what I was on the Friday that they kicked me out. Where they discharged me from hospital. I had to sleep downstairs. I thought, I'll try sleeping upstairs. I need to go during the night, don't I? Gets up, gets out of bed, starts to make my way to the stairs, starts to make my way downstairs with the crutches. Right. Hang on, wet leg. I've still got I've still got about 20 meters to go. To the toilet. I'm like, oh god. So right, I will shorten the distance. So I slept downstairs. Friday night, Saturday night. Well, sorry, Saturday night and Sunday night. Monday night, I slept downstairs. Then gradually, as I've loosened up, I've been able to get around. Which is good. Yeah, so altogether, all's doing okay. Recovering from surgery is bloody hard work. I think in a few months' time, I might put my Mega Map combo back on. Roax, Rust Map, I might put that on. Don't know yet. Ain't he cute? That's Loki. like showing his balls off to the world. Hey, I'm a cat. I've got balls. Want to see them? Wah! Not really, kitty. Put them away. Oh, dear. Still got 320 kilometres to go. Fucking hell, how far is this job? Well, there's Zaragoza. There. We haven't got that far to go. At least not now, anyway. And yeah, I definitely do not recommend doing your own stunts. I definitely think it'd be a good idea to invest in a pair of bloody a jacket or something, which the moment that goes over a certain angle, well, I think there'll be a nice 120 minutes, nice 2.5 hour stream, I think. I can go downstairs, I can watch TV, let me legs get to a more natural angle again. I am still hemmed in here. The big table's gone with me drawers on. That's behind me. Got a friend of mine to come in and just move it out of the way for me. Barcelona, got the signs now to Barcelona. Oh, the Tesla's now rolling around the street. Zaragoza. And I need fuel. Not far now. Not far. Dog's having a little stretch on you, Kel. Server profile. Server profile. D. No, that's not it. Right, let's see if there's fuel down here somewhere. Because I need it. Where's the goddamn fuel? I hope there's bloody fuel between here and Barcelona. Ah, yeah, there's fuel. There's fuel. Next rest area. there is fuel. There's a short push to the final destination now. Let's see. About that. Just a little twinge. It's 10 o'clock. It's almost time for me to, I think, set down for the night. Once I get this job done, I'll call it a night, I think. Alright, let's quickly, let's have a look. Guide manager, what space have I got? Helsinki 5, Bergen 1, Turku 1, Aalborg, and Aarhus. Right, I need to. What's based in Aarhus? Right, okay, and Right, okay, that's that done. Right, trailer manager. Upgrade. What's missing? Tires. Okay. That's weird. I've got the Michelin DLC. Yet for some inexplicable reason, my DLC tyres are not showing as available. I've got to use Jasper's bloody wheels. It only ever affects Goodyear. Never gonna start problem with the Michelin tyres. It's only ever Goodyears. How very, very odd. Means I've got to go and add. As it's upgrade. Yeah, Trailmasters have disappeared off my drive. Keep disappearing off my drive axle. Never work out. I can never work out why it's doing that. How very, very strange. How bizarre. What's this one? Ah, these must be Jasper's tyres then. Very weird. I swear they've upped the flow rate on the fuel pumps. Right, last bit of the leg journey now. 130 kilometres to go. And that'll be it for today. At least on this run. Oh dear. And another toll station. I think this is the last toll station of the run. Yeah, 69, 70 kilometres, most likely will be. I got the tally tag. Goodbye, everybody. I've got a tag. Just have a look as well. Truck dealers, DAF, access mod dealer. So he has given us. Okay, so I've got a. Let's just go for. Let's go for DAF. Let's go to Austria. Buy online. Have they given us side skirts on the 6x2 yet? On the FTS. Oh, so we've got 2 lengths of chassis now. Okay. Still no side skirts on the CF, on the XF. That is ridiculous. That's completely crazy. About time to give us fucking side skirts on the on the XF and the XG. But in a bit, I've got to put my Alaska map back on, the road connection back on, ProMods Canada back on. I might jump in my. I might be just working on a bloody Cascadia next week. I don't know yet. It depends how I feel. Puerto de Barcelona. Actually, Porto de Barcelona. Porto de Barcelona. Puerto. But we're almost home now. We're almost home and dry. Yeah, it's been a nice 2 hours, a little bit over 2 hours. How long has OBS been running for? And OBS is been streaming for. Stop streaming. Time is 2 hours and 15 minutes. Not bad. So we've got 4 kilometers to go. going to Transportes Caballeria. Wherever that is, out of the way. Here we are. Almost there now. One last turn. Oh. Ow, ow, ow. Ay, 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 ay. I was thinking about to go around that, but never mind. Well, here we are, almost at journey's end now. Ah, dear. The main thing is, all you need to know is, I'm alive. Now, why is this... Are these vehicles actually parked up, or... Yeah, they are. Ask it to put me up against the wall, so I've not got to piss about trying to manoeuvre around, so I'll just park it there. That's it. All done. Thank you for travelling. If you've got this far, thank you for travelling. Oh dear. And all be well. I'll see. As long as I'm not in too much pain, I'll see you next week. That's enough for now. Bye bye.